Great, so we're going to transition to the next collab board, same thing, 2 minutes. How is the Constitution fixing these problems? 2 minutes, go ahead and get started. How does the Constitution fix these problems? Great, make sure to heart each other's responses. You have 30 more seconds to add. Great, and time is up on that Nearpod. We're now going to transition to our oral drill, which is matching terms. So as usual, you have 3 minutes to match these terms and get as many as possible. 3 minutes on the clock. Go ahead and get started. Everybody should be trying. Hi, Sean.
So Katrin, if you want to take a seat, you can go ahead and get your device out.
Great, you have 1 more minute to work on those matches. I see perfect scores from Caleb, Shakim, great job, you guys. Giovanni, great job. Takia, awesome job. 20 more seconds to finish up. And put in those last trays in 3, 2, 1. Final shout outs to Eddie, Samaj, Shaquasia for getting those 7s out of 7s. Great job working on those. Again, the best things about these matching terms is that you get to practice as many times as you can to make sure you get the correct definition with the correct term. Great. So we are now going to start transitioning to today's classwork. So if you can please pull up your classwork assignment and transition to page 2. So you're pulling up today's Google Classroom assignment and finding page 2. I'm going to give us 30 seconds to get there. Can you guys just give me a thumbs up when you're there? Thank you, Mahmoud. Page 2 of the classwork. Great, can you please type into the chat, thank you Shakeem for the thumbs up, I just realized I wasn't muted. For those of you guys online that don't know, I have you guys right here on Zoom and then I have some of your classmates here in person. So you might hear some weird directions. So if you are on Zoom, please chat a 100 when you are on page 2 of the classwork document. Thank you, Giovanni. Thank you, Shaquasia. Thank you, Takia. Again, page 2 of the classwork document. Awesome. We'll go ahead and get started. So today we are going to do one of my favorite lessons that has a lot of influence on a lesson that we are doing next week. We are going to be talking about the Federalists and the Anti-Federalists and their arguments for why either the Constitution should be ratified if you are a Federalist or why it should not be ratified if you are an Anti-Federalist. So we're going to look at their political ideology, and something that's super awesome about this lesson is it is going to have a huge impact when you take AP Government with me next year. So for example, yesterday we were talking about something similar in AP Government, and Anthony Brown raised his hand and was like, oh, it's like the Federalists and the Anti-Federalists. So today is not just a cornerstone lesson for APUSH, but is essential for understanding some things in AP Government as well. So I'm super excited to get started with it with you guys today. So first, we are going to use a collaboration board in Nearpod to brainstorm outside evidence for this prompt. The prompt today is compare the arguments of the Federalists and Anti-Federalists. Why did Federalists support the Constitution without changes? And why did Anti-Federalists want to amend the Constitution before ratifying it? So we are now going to brainstorm some outside evidence on the Nearpod. We are going to take 90 seconds to brainstorm any outside evidence or key terms that we can utilize. So the collaboration board is now open for 90 seconds. Think of any outside evidence that could be related to Federalists and Anti-Federalists. Thank you for starting us out, Shakeem. You can utilize your lecture notes from last week as well. Thank you, Giovanni. Thank you, Shaquasia. Ten more seconds. Make sure you heart the responses of some of your peers. Great, time is up. We are now going to start our annotations for today. You are going to have 6 minutes to annotate document 1 and document 2. You'll see a space underneath the documents where you can put your source line annotations and your since and significant statements. So again, you're going to have 6 minutes to annotate document 1 and 2, and then we're going to come back together on the Nearpod. 6 minutes for those of you guys on Zoom. I might be stepping out of the frame to check on the work of your peers that are here, but please chat me if you have any questions and I will keep that open and keep an eye out for those. So 6 minutes on the clock. We are annotating documents 1 and 2, and there is a space for those annotations underneath the documents. 6 minutes on the clock for 1 and 2. Go ahead and get started. You have 1 more minute on document 1. 1 more minute on document 1. Make sure you guys are filling in those source line annotations, like POV and historical context. 2 more minutes. Forty more seconds on document 2. Okay, that is 6 minutes. We're now going to transition back into the Nearpod, and you are going to take 2 minutes to answer this question using documents 1 and 2. Why did Federalists support the ratification of the Constitution according to documents 1 and 2? 2 minutes on the clock to answer this response and to submit your response on Nearpod. 2 minutes, go ahead and get started. Thank you, Mahmoud. Thank you, Giovanni. Thank you, Shakim, for your responses. 30 more seconds to finish drafting and submitting. Thank you. If you have not submitted, please submit now. Thank you, Eddie. I have yours. I should have 100% of submissions, even if you did not get the chance to finish. Thank you, Alexis. I got yours. Beautiful use of key terms. Thank you, Samaj. Thank you, Kayla. Just waiting on 3 more. Again, go ahead and submit even if you did not finish. Great. We are now going to transition into documents 3 and 4, and we are going to hear from the anti-federalist perspective. So same thing, you're going to have 6 minutes to read and annotate documents 3 and 4. Annotate documents 3 and 4. 6 minutes on the clock. Go ahead and get started. Yeah, let me,
You can send it and I can, or you can show me.
I can just print it.
Sorry, I'm too close to you.
You have 4 minutes and 40 seconds left. Make sure while you're annotating that you're considering the bias and the historical context of when the document was written. Should take 1 more minute on document 3. So remember for document 3, why is this guy saying the Constitution is a bad idea? Three more minutes. Should be getting ready to transition to document 4. Thank you so much.
That's it, right?
And then the certificate, yeah. 90 more seconds. Okay. 40 more seconds on document 4. Remember, while you're reading this document, you're trying to figure out, why does this guy hate the Constitution so much? What is the issue with the Constitution? Great, that is 6 minutes. I'm now going to open the next piece of the Nearpod. Find it. And you are now going to answer the question, why were the Anti-Federalists against the ratification of the Constitution? So same thing, 2 minutes. Go ahead and get started. 2 minutes to draft your response. You have to work in my class if you go to the bathroom. One more minute. Thank you, Mahmoud. I have your response. Thank you, Shakim. I have yours. Thank you, Giovanni. Awesome job. Thank you, Kayla. Awesome job, Kayla. Fantastic. "20 more seconds to finish up your thought. Good use of evidence, Alexis. Awesome job, Caleb. Great, that is time. Please submit whatever response you have, even if it is not finished. Thank you. I'm just waiting on 4 responses. Awesome. So now we are just going to unmute and share because I want to make sure I give us enough time on our exit ticket because it's a little bit longer than normal. So why are the Federalists for the ratification of the Constitution? And why are the Anti-Federalists against it? So why are the Federalists for and why are the Anti-Federalists against? Can I hear from Kayla, then Giovanni, and finish up with Shakim?
The Federalists, they felt as if the Constitution was needed for a better government, and the Anti-Federalists felt as if they did do the Constitution that they were at risk of oppression.
And Kayla, can you unmute and share?
It's my turn.
Kayla.
No, I just said something.
You did. Okay, I'm so sorry. Giovanni, it's your turn.
The Anti-Federalists didn't want the ratification of the Congress. I meant the Constitution because they thought that Congress would have as much power as they want, and they could rule over with any tactics that they wanted, and there was no like stopping them. But the Federalists wanted the ratification of the Constitution because it gave the government more power to like create more laws and stuff.
And then Shakim.
They said the anti-federalists questioned the Constitution because like they thought it would be unstable because it had limitless power and diversity. And the Federalists wanted the Constitution because it was going to make peace between colonies and be able to make them prosperous.
Great. So I'm hearing some really great ideas that the issue that the Federalists saw is that Shays' Rebellion just happened. So obviously the federal government is too weak to do anything. So they need to create a government that is stronger. However, you have the anti-federalists that say, we just rebelled and escaped a monarchy. Why would we put one of those in place for ourselves? So we are going to transition to our exit ticket. So take 30 seconds to find the exit ticket in Google Classroom on that Google Classroom assignment. If you are in Zoom, please chat a 100 once you are there to your exit at your exit ticket. Thank you, Shakim. And can you guys give me a thumbs up when you're there? Thank you, Eddie. Thank you, Mahmoud. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Alexis. Thank you, Takia. Thank you, Giovanni. Thank you, Kayla. Thank you, Samaj. Great. So we are going to be doing another practice SAQ in our exit ticket that has a stimulus. So you're going to use the last 8 minutes of class to read these 2 stimulus materials and answer the 3 parts that come after it. Please chat me if you have any questions. I'll give you timing reminders of where you should be. You should be starting part B, part A by 8:44. Go and use the rest of the class. Once I see your exit ticket is submitted, you will be free to go. Go ahead and get started. You have 5 more minutes. Thank you, Shakeem. I have your response. You may go. I'll see you tomorrow morning. As a reminder, your midterm exam is tomorrow morning, so make sure you're here on time. Giovanni, you are free to go. Shakeem, you're free to go. You have 3 more minutes. Kayla, I just got your response. You are free to go. Okay, it is 8:50, so I'm going to have to go ahead and hop off the Zoom call. Please text or email me if you have any questions about today's exit ticket. And Takia and Samaj, I just sent you guys a message, so please make sure you check that out before tomorrow. And I'll just be in touch. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow morning for our mid-quarter.